we'll go first into the Texas-Michigan game. As a reminder for our listeners, as a rule, we all have to have some sort of action on this game. It can be on Michigan, it can be on Texas, but we want to have some skin in the game on our matchup for the week. So we are going into Ann Arbor as 6.5 point favorites. So Vegas expects us to win by a touchdown, more or less, going away, a really, really hostile environment. 6.5 points on the road. That's pretty crazy. We are minus 240 money line favorites. So winning outright, you would have to bet $24 to win $10, which is a pretty tough investment, I would say. And then the total for the game is a lot lower than it was last week. It's just 44.5 points. So that speaks to Vegas's belief in what Kevin was previewing with Michigan's stout defense, as well as what Andy was saying as well. I think it's going to be a pretty tight matchup. We'll start, Kevin, with you first. What action are you liking on this game? Do you see a line for you to kind of make some money here?
Yeah, I'm really conflicted about this one because before the season I picked us to lose this game, and that was before we watched them play Fresno State. But I do still want to like maintain my low expectations, so I'm gonna hedge my heart here a little bit and bet on Michigan to cover that line for 1 unit. I also saw Bovada has first quarter odds. So the line in the first quarter is for Texas to be up by a half a point at the end of the quarter. I think Sark's really good in these games. He mentioned in his press conference today that they had been practicing specific plays for this matchup kind of all summer and in the fall without the team knowing. He made similar comments before we played Alabama last year. So I think he's going to have a good script, a good plan for early in the game, and we'll start hot. So I'll put 2 units on the Texas cover in the first quarter, but kind of fade that with Michigan to cover for the whole game.
Man, the first Kev hedge of the year.
The
Yeah,
So
I
emotional
like it though.
hedge.
the
Yeah,
emotional
it's a pretty
hedge.
layered investment. I like it.
Yeah.
Andy, what about you?
Love it. So last week I was hurt by most of my picks, and the only pick that was successful, I went opposite of my natural instincts. I'm gonna do the same thing for most of my picks this week, and especially this game. So I really love the under in this game. I think it's gonna be a defensive battle. Somehow we're gonna get the over, baby. Give me the over for I think it was 44 and a half, Bo. That's what you said, right?
Yep.
Yeah, give me the over for 2 units. I don't really believe in it, but that's probably good for my investment.
That's so
What
funny.
about you,
Yeah,
Bo?
I think we had a pretty similar conversation last week where um I also like the over, but that is my natural instinct. So I don't know what that says about where my head's
That's
at.
probably
But
a good thing then.
I'm taking the total this week as well. I'm going over. I think it'll be like Kevin said. I think we'll get off to a hot start. I think it'll be pretty tight, in the mid part of the game, and I think we'll pull away at the end. So I like the over 44.5 points on a college football game. Like that's what are we, Iowa? Like the 44.5 is, that's I think we'll be able to um topple that. So that's my bet for the Texas game this week, and that's the only bet I'm taking. I'm kind of taking this new strategy this season where I'm getting more focused. I'm not, spreading my investments. I'm just gonna focus on Texas. We'll see how long that lasts. So I don't have anything elsewhere around college football. Andy, you might. So I'll start with you first. What else do you like out there on these week 2 matchups?
Yeah, so I have three other picks. So these two of the three are against my natural instincts, like I said. So if the we'll see how this week goes, but Oklahoma State, I think Arkansas showed a lot last week, even though they played a pretty poor school. So Arkansas Pine Bluff, they don't have a lot to offer, but um, yeah, give me Oklahoma State to cover. I was definitely thinking Arkansas would cover that. So going against my instincts there. Uh, Kind of similar for Tennessee. I guess I really thought Tennessee would cover the spread in this game against North Carolina State, but I'm not feeling confident about that. But I do think they will win. So kind of quasi going against my instincts there. Give me 4 units on the money line for Tennessee. Not a huge payout there, but hopefully that hits. And then lastly, this is the one where I just can't go against my instincts. I don't see how Clemson could beat Appalachian State by more than 17 points. I just don't think Clemson has the offense to do that. So give me Appalachian State to cover for 2 units.
Wow, nice. Dabo stocks are at an all-time low. I feel
Yeah,
like this
I
is like
know.
a buy low opportunity, but might be a trap. Kevin, what
I
about
saw-
you? What are you liking?
Just one more Dabo dig there. I saw they punted like 7 times this weekend, so that's rough.
Not good.
I've
Can't
got
relate.
one other
Can't
bet.
relate.
We punted once. That was great.
Yeah.
I've got one other bet. Houston is playing at Oklahoma. Oklahoma to me looked pretty good, and the line is OU's favored by 29.5. College football radio tells me Houston's really bad, and that's just kind of a surprise. But I like OU to cover that. I'm going to put 4 units on that, and that's it for me right now.
Nice. I like it. I like it.